we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go, here we go.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Defense can't stop you.
11. They gotta go,
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11.
Here's Burrow. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
I'm one.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
12.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud. That is incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 9. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game. And since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go. But they take it all the way into the end zone. And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way. But what I liked most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stroud coming right back after the pick 6. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me,
touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, 83 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
11, 11, 11, 11.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11, 11,
Beckham
11.
goes in motion left. To the air again, Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Groupie for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kai Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Burrow will throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
Now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you... This hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here goes Stroud again. And now here is another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, you think, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Stroud off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. In motion right, that's Dell. Stroud out of the gun here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud. as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, break.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, we're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
3rd and 12. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. now a design run with Jefferson.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
105 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Going right back to Akers. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Here's Burrow.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And my goodness, another interception. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the option left, it's Burrow. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down that immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 2.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st, as he can only make it to the 11. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Play action. Stroud now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Texans 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Go, take it to the house. Here we go, here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
They'll go again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 13 yards.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. On first down, here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, it's Stroud. He had a man open, but he
him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go on 4th down, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And they will take a knee here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and 9 here.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a game where they were